Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial would be discussed in this session. Let's get started with today's topic list. Today is 19th of October. The first topic is inauguration of Kushinagar International Airport. Second, the State of Economy report by the Reserve Bank of India. Third, trade talks between India and Israel to resume. The second last is UN raised concern over the Bangladesh violence. And the last is India needs a caste count. So why a caste census is required? We'll understand this in editorial. So this is from the Hindu. Apart from this, at the end of this video, there would be some MCQ based questions और ये जो questions होंगे current affairs के होंगे so that it can help you in the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's get started. Those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. So the first news of the day, that is inauguration of Kushinagar International Airport, something which is important for your general studies paper 2, government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors. Also, this is important for your general studies paper 1 and the art and culture section. Many a times UPSC tend to ask some questions from this sites also. So make sure you have ample knowledge about the sites. The Prime Minister would inaugurate the Kushinagar International Airport tomorrow, that is 20th of October 2021. And this would be an international airport where the operationalization of this airport will benefits the air traveler. से पहले काफ़ी ज़्यादा inconvenience होती थी travelers को travel करने में. जो international Buddhist pilgrimages sites हैं उसके लिए अब travel काफ़ी easy होगी and within India also it will have the ease of traveling. I will show you a map that will help you understand about the Buddhist circuit in India. And it is expected that sizable Sri Lankan consignment that will led by the first family would also be present during the inauguration of the Kushinagar International Airport. Now about Kushinagar, because if this is in news, this become very relevant for your prelims examination. So something important point for you. Kushinagar is located in the northeastern part of Uttar Pradesh, about 50 kilometers east from the Gorakhpur. So you can see this map. This is Gorakhpur district and this is Kushinagar here, right? This is Maharajaganj and Deora, and again the border state with Bihar. It is an important Buddhist pilgrimage site where Buddhists believe that Gautam Buddha have attended Parinirvana, that is his death, right? So the sites again become very significant in terms of prelims examination. क्यों? क्योंकि बुद्धिज्म ने ये बिलीव किया है कि गौतम बुद्धा ने यहाँ पे परिनिर्वाणा, that is his death was there. Now this is an international Buddhist pilgrimage center also. This also makes it very important. Now what is Buddhist circuit, right? तो अगर बात करें पूरे circuit की, so the airport is expected to provide seamless connectivity. जो बहुत countries के tourist होंगे, that include Sri Lanka, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, even China, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, and so on, they would be easily connected to the Kushinagar. Kushinagar is a center for Buddhist circuit also, which consists of the pilgrimage site like Lumbini, Sarnath, and Gaya. I will show you a map on the later part of the video that will help you understand about the entire circuit in India. Now, Buddhist pilgrimages considered Kushinagar as a sacred site. ये एक बहुत ही पवित्र स्थल मानी जाती है where Gautam Buddha delivered his last sermon and attained Mahaparinirvana and salvation also. So you can see this map. The government of India has also started a train which travels through all the Buddhist circuits. You can see how this goes. The first is New Delhi. The second is Gaya. No, this is I'm going how the trains travel. But if you see by the sides, you can go anyway. Like New Delhi has sites पे Agra, and we have Varanasi and Sarnath, Gaya, Rajgir, Nalanda, Kushinagar, Lumbini and Sarvati. So ये कुछ important sites हैं जो कि इस circuit के part हैं. So if it is being asked in examination, which among the site is a Buddhist circuit site, तो आपको answer करने पड़ेंगे. So make sure you learn all the places with its location. Now, cultural diplomacy की अगर बात करें, बेसिकली व्हाट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज ट्राइंग टू इनकॉर्पोरेट, कि जिस तरह से और भी पहले भी इंडिया ने कोशिश की है श्रीलंका के साथ या फिर और भी कंट्रीज़ के साथ अगर एक इस्टेब्लिशमेंट की जाए कल्चरल डिप्लोमेसी की. सो इन द लास्ट decade we have seen that the civil war which has led China's influence in the Sri Lanka, now with the cultural diplomacy India would try to rebuild, and it would reiterate to build a friendship using regional and cultural diplomacy with Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka too considered promoting the shared Buddhist site as a matter of paramount importance. जितनी importance ये इंडिया के लिए है उससे कई ज़्यादा importance वो श्रीलंकन के लिए भी है. So it would outline the integrated country strategy prepared by the Sri Lanka High Commissions to India. And India has also sent first consignment of 5 lakh doses of the Covishield vaccines to Sri Lanka in January this year also. So we are trying to make all best possible efforts to establish a good relationship with Sri Lanka and to decrease the presence of China in that particular country. Now, the other news, that is State of the Economy report by the Reserve Bank of India, something which is important for your general studies, paper 3, Indian economy and issues related to planning, mobilization, resource growth and development. So the RBI has released its latest State of Economy report, and in its report they have cautions around the premature tightening of monetary policy which could bring stagflations in our economy, right? So this is a cautions coming from the Reserve Bank of India. And the stagflation क्या होती है, बहुत सारे बार आपको टर्म्स में कंफ्यूजन होती है, इन्फ्लेशंस, डिफ्लेशन, स्टैगफ्लेशंस. सो स्टैगफ्लेशन इज अ condition where economy forecast slow economic growth, high level of unemployment and inflation. I will show you this in a graph. बात करें कंसर्न्स की जो रेज की गई है आरबीआई के द्वारा. सो द आरबीआई हैज रेज्ड कंसर्न and it said that the economy may be healing by digging out one of the deepest contraction, and it as a measure during the time of the pandemic. So we have seen that across all the sector was not performing well, and this is the time that we need to wait and watch, and we need to give economy more liberty in terms of getting its recovery. And the need of the hour is to focus so single-mindedly on normalization on the supply side, which would refer the ease of bottlenecks, disruption, labor shortages, as well as high commodity price, especially the crude. We have seen that the price of the petroleum products has rise up to 100 liters. Now, this is a time if we'll have more strict policy in terms of monetary policy, it would have more deterrent effect to our economy. So that is the reason RBI has cautions कि आप अभी आराम आराम से चले, normalization के methodology को अपनाते हुए आगे बढ़ने की जरूरत है. So what is stagflations? Many a times a question, applied question is asked, a conceptual question is asked in prelims examination. This time also most of the economics question were conceptual. तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि stagflation के इकोनॉमिक में क्या क्या इफेक्ट हो सकते हैं. So first, it decreases the economic growth, it increases the unemployment, and at the same time it increases the inflations. तो तीन सबसे बड़े जो कॉन्सेप्ट है स्टैगफ्लेशंस के वो आपको पता होने चाहिए. Now, what is inflations and deflation? If you talk about the difference, because I have included this, you should not have any confusion in terms of both three words. तो इन्फ्लेशन और डिफ्लेशन की अगर बात करें, इन्फ्लेशन इज अ सस्टेन्ड इंक्रीज इन प्राइस. उसके बाद गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज गेट मोर एक्सपेंसिव. जब इकोनॉमी जब इन्फ्लेशन के दौर पे चलती है तो ये सारी चीज़ें होती हैं. रिड्यूस परचेजिंग पावर फॉर इंडिविजुअल, जो परचेजिंग पावर पैरिटी है वो कम होती है. एंड इट काउज मनी to lose its value, right? Whatever you can buy in X amount, you cannot buy that, right? Deflation occur when price steadily decreases, or it causes the falling price and usually accompanied by the falling of demand and economy problem. So this is a major difference between the inflation, deflation and stagflations. Now the other news, trade talks between India and Israel to resume, something which is important for general studies paper 2, bilateral regional grouping and agreement involving India's and affecting India's interest. So India ने decide किया है. Recently both country India and Israel have agreed to resume the long pending negotiation on the free trade agreement. तो FTA की अगर बात की जाए, दिस इज समथिंग विच वॉज लॉन्ग पेंडिंग. 2007 में जिस टाइम पे मनमोहन सिंह की गवर्नमेंट थी, उसके बाद 2017 when मिस्टर मोदी इज स्टिल अ प्राइम मिनिस्टर, इस टाइम से ये पेंडिंग है. और अब इसमें कुछ सुखबुकाहट हुई है. तो they want that yes, this is a time that they should come up with a free trade agreement. So we'll understand this in detail. So Abraham Accord is there. Basically, this is like a quadrilateral meeting in between the outcome of this accord, which was by the US, UAE, and Israel to establish a diplomatic relationship and outline India's close relationship with the West Asian countries as well as with the United States. Now, in terms of free trade agreement, जो दोनों countries हैं, India और Israel ने, they have said that the FTA talks would begin in November and it would be concluded by June 2022. और ये पुश करेगी नए FTA को, जहाँ पे दोनों कंट्रीज ने काफ़ी टाइम से इसको पेंडिंग रखी हुई है. एंड इट इज़ अ सीरीज ऑफ अटेम्प्ट टू नेगोशिएट द ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट ओवर पास्ट 14 years. So if you see the trade deal with Israel, अगर bilateral trade की बात करें, so you can see how it is decreasing. 12-13 में ये 6.09 billion dollar के आसपास थी. Now it has decreased to 6.5, and currently the latest one which data we have for 16-17 is 5.02 billion dollar. So this is again a decrease a lot. We want to improve our relationship with Israel. Export की बात करें, top export item जो इंडिया करती है Israel को, that is petroleum products, raw diamonds, and organic chemicals. And what we import from Israel is a raw diamond again, electric machinery and equipments, as well as fertilizers, right? So lapse talks between India and Israel, as I've told you in the beginning, 2007 में एक बार कोशिश की गई. Again, it has tried its attempts in 2017, but the issues is still pending. Now, during the talk, the both side would explore the जो प्रिफरेंशियल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट है, जिसको PTA भी कहते हैं, तो प्रिफरेंशियल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट के बारे में भी बात की जाएगी. कुछ ऐसे 200 गुड्स होंगे, 200 गुड्स वुड बी देयर दैट वुड बी एग्रीड अपॉन बोथ इंडिया एंड इजराइल टू ट्रेड. एंड ड्यूरिंग दिस टॉक, the India and Israel had also agreed mutually to recognize each other vaccination process, जहाँ पे in principle approval दी गई है कोविड शील्ड को. जो भी इंडियन पीपल कोविड शील्ड से वैक्सीनेटेड होंगे, दे वुड बी अलाउड टू ट्रैवल इन इजराइल. प्रीवियसली इजराइल हैज बैंड ऑल पीपल टू ट्रैवल इन द कंट्री. दे हैव नॉट रिकॉग्नाइज्ड नीदर कोवैक्सीन और कोविड शील्ड. Now, the other news, UN raised concern over the Bangladesh violence. We have seen the violence erupted in Bangladesh. This is a communal violence which has led death of lot more people. Something which is important for general studies paper to India and its neighborhood relations. So UN ने अपनी concern दिखाते हुए कहा है that the attack on the Hindu minority in which is in Bangladesh are against the value which is enshrined in the Bangladesh constitutions. तो हिंदू populations की बात करें, which is very less in Bangladesh, and they are being targeted by the majority of the people. And the UN said that the Prime Minister need to ensure कि जो एक impartial inquiry है वो इस incident को करते हुए होनी चाहिए. And why this has erupted, most of you must be aware. एक Facebook में post की गई थी जहाँ पे communal violence को बढ़ाने की कोशिश की गई. Again, the people have reacted. First, they were the Muslim people who were part of that. Again, they have attacked the Hindu pandals in Bangladesh. This is how the problem has been created in the Bangladesh region. So communal tension erupt हुई because of the Facebook post. The government claimed that this was only because of the post that was get viral in the Facebook. The communal tension continued on the high in the Bangladesh violence that erupted in the northern district of Rangpur. And the message from the UN top official said that the Dhaka was prompted by nearly a week-long spell of communal violence targeting minority Hindu during the Durga Puja celebration, which was ongoing there, right? So India has also condemned this effort, which is something which should not be there. Any minority in any country should not be treated in such a manner, which is very, very basically pathetic in terms of democratic sector country like India as well as in Bangladesh. Now some concerns. The attack has painted a poor picture for bringing sharp questions about the religious freedom in Bangladesh. किसी भी country के लिए religious freedom काफ़ी ज़्यादा महत्व रखती है, and being belonging to an era of 21st century, this is something which every people call for, right? एंड इन 1930s की बात करें, जो हिंदू की पॉपुलेशन थी ईस्ट बंगाल में, दैट वाज 28%, और उसके बाद इन 1950 द हिंदू पॉपुलेशन वाज जस्ट 22% फॉर ईस्ट ऑफ पाकिस्तान. Now the Hindu population in Bangladesh is only 9%. You can see the people living in Bangladesh, the Hindu minority living over there, is actually not happy, and they're leaving that place. They're changing their place. They're migrating to some other countries. So the present population, for your examination point of view, important is it is only 9% as of now. Now India needs a caste count, something which is important for General Studies paper 2, functions and responsibility of union and states. और ये आपके इसी पेपर में जो दूसरी टॉपिक है, वनरेबल सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी, वहाँ पे भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. So what is under this editorial? I have segregated this editorial into 6 subhead, that is social and economic flip, reservation system in India, Mandal Commission's report, Indra Swani versus Union of India, demand for a caste census, and a way forward. And the entire editorial talks about caste census and concern. This is written by Manish Tiwari. He is a Congress leader and former Minister for Information and Broadcasting. So Constituent Assembly ने 114 time meeting की थी before they could come up with the actual constitution of this country. And the aim of this basically meeting was to transform the ancient civilization into a modern national state, right? तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली की जिस तरह से डीप मीटिंग हुई थी, जितनी सारी मीटिंग हुई थी, उसमें पूरी कोशिश की गई थी कि इंडिया जब बेसिकली व्हेन इंडिया विल गेट इंडिपेंडेंस एंड व्हेन इंडिया वाज विद पार्ट ऑफ ब्रिटिश, इट हैज़ एक्चुअली बीन हरास्ड अ लॉट. सो अब ज़रूरत है कि इंडिया को एक मॉडर्न इंडिया में ट्रांसफॉर्म की जाए. उसको लेकर के बहुत सारी कोशिश की गई थी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली की तरफ से. एंड द प्रीएम्बल विच वाज एन इंटर आलिया स्टेटेड दैट there would be justice in terms of social, economic, and political, and equality for status and opportunity, right? But what we are missing in the 21st century is in terms of the segregation of caste and the reservation policy. Now, social or economic or social flip की अगर बात करें, तो in order to fulfill the egalitarian constructs of the constitution, जो हमारे makers थे modern India के, even the draft of the constitutions which was led by the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, जो B.R. Ambedkar थे, उनकी अगर बात हो कि if you see what actually he envisaged, so Mr. Ambedkar thought that the fundamental right should have 3 important postulates that first include Article 70, that is abolition of untouchability, Article 23, that is prohibitions of traffic in human beings and forced labor, and Article 24, that is the provision of child labor, right? So these were some of the most important provisions under the fundamental right, which is envisaged in our constitution, which take a lot more time to be built. पूरी constitutions को build करने में 2 years, 11 months और 18 days लगे हैं. So it's 2 year, 11 month and 18 days, which was taken by Mr. B.R. Ambedkar to draft our constitution. ना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस आउटले डिस्क्रिमिनेशंस की अगर बात करें, तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन किसी भी तरह से डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करने से अवॉइड करती है, ना ही किसी ग्राउंड पे रिलीजियस, सेक्स, कास्ट और किसी प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ पे. इट सेज दैट देयर कैन नॉट बी एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिलीजियस, रेस, कास्ट, सेक्स एंड प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ. एंड इट पेंडेट्स कि हर एक इंडिविजुअल को ये राइट है कि उसको पब्लिक एम्प्लॉयमेंट में पूरी तरह से अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले. सो द इक्वालिटी शुड प्रिवेल for the public employment. And the part 16 delineates the special provision relating to the certain class, which include reservation of seats to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and Anglo-Indian legislature also. Now reservation system in India की बात करें, जब फर्स्ट में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने रिजर्वेशन सिस्टम अडॉप्ट किया था, it was basically for 10 year. Now they said that for 10 year it is a minimum time which is required to be given reservation, so that जितने भी लोग हैं वो एक बेस लाइन पे आ सके, इक्वालिटी पे आ सके और दूसरे कम्युनिटी से. बट इट इज़ बीइंग एक्सटेंडेड फॉर पास्ट several years. हर 10 साल के लिए इसको बढ़ाया जा रहा है एंड द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ दिस इज टू गिव पॉलिटिकल वॉइस टू द डिसएम्पावरमेंट। वैसे लोग जो अभी भी एम्पावर्ड नहीं है उनको एम्पावर करने की कोशिश की गई है, बट मोर और लेस इट हैज बिकम अ पॉलिटिकल इश्यूज ऑल्सो। सो आर्टिकल 335 provide reservation for ST and SCs in public employment under the union as well as in the states। और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस ने ये भी कहा है कि दैट इकोनॉमिक एंड सोशल फ्लिप ऑफ द वीकर सेक्शन हु हैज बीन discriminated against historically should be provided, and they should be the community where each and everyone should have a right to represent themselves at equal level, and the aim is to bring social integration so that that could pave way for creation of classless ethos। हर एक कम्युनिटी के रिप्रेजेंटेशन हर एक एंगल पे होनी चाहिए, बट डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट वी हैव सीन, अगर जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पर्सनल एंड सोशल वेलफेयर, उन्होंने ये कहा है कि ग्रुप बी और ग्रुप ए सर्विसेज में एसटी और एससी की जो रिप्रेजेंटेशन है वो काफ़ी कम है कंपेयर टू ओबीसी एंड जनरल कैटेगरीज। मंडल कमीशन की रिपोर्ट क्या कहती है? 1990 में मंडल कमीशन was established and they have said that they have recommended basically reservation for 27% in the public employment to the OBC communities, right? And this was subsequently extended to the educational institution। First मंडल कमीशन ने सिर्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट में बात की थी, उसके बाद इसको ग्रेजुअली जो इंस्टीट्यूशनल्स हैं उसमें एडमिशन्स के लिए भी अप्लाई किया गया, एंड दिस वाज एग्जिस्टिंग विद द 22.5 रिजर्वेशन फॉर एसटी एंड एससी। तो बाद में जब 27% इसमें ऐड हुई तो ये टोटल 49.5% हो गई। और इसमें एक लिमिटेशंस है जो मैं आपको आगे बताऊंगा, 50% के लिमिटेशंस बताई गई हैं। नाउ दिस डिसीजन led a national-wide turmoil in the university campus regarding the legal, and they have challenged this Mandal Commission report in the Supreme Court also। तो इंदिरा स्वामी वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया में ये कहा गया था कि जो 27% रिजर्वेशन है वो सही है, बाकी जो 10% रिजर्वेशन है इकोनॉमिक क्राइटेरिया को, उसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने नहीं माना। एंड इट फर्दर सेड दैट कि 50% से ज़्यादा रिजर्वेशन अलाउ नहीं की जानी चाहिए किसी भी कम्युनिटी को मिला करके, राइट? एंड इट सेड दैट द कास्ट कैन बी क्वाइट ऑफेंड अ सोशल क्लास, एंड द ओबीसी रिजर्वेशन स्पार्क्ड अ डिमांड फॉर सोशल पावर अपवर्डी मोबाइल कास्ट ग्रुप। अब हर एक ग्रुप में एक अलग अलग ग्रुप बन रही है, क्रीमी लेयर, उसके बाद जो इकोनॉमिकली वीक हैं उसके लिए, सोशली वीक हैं, तो इस तरह से रिजर्वेशन अगर दी जाए तो 50% से वो ऊपर हो जाती है। इस वजह से ये ज़रूरी है कि कास्ट बेस्ड सेंसस होनी चाहिए। So demand for caste census is required. The demand of caste census is growing louder and it's finding it worse because we are chasing the target of 50% which was actually being set कि इससे ऊपर नहीं होनी चाहिए। And it was empirically established that OBC are numerically higher, argued about the 50% cap on reservation is unnecessary। And the UPA गवर्नमेंट ने अपने टाइम पे सोशियो इकोनॉमिक और कास्ट सेंसस कराया था बहुत, जिसको बाद में पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी ने उसके डेटास को 98.87 ऑथेंटिक बताया। बट हाउएवर द प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट इज रिलक्टेंट एंड दे आर नॉट विलिंग टू गो बाय सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक कास्ट सेंसस, एंड इवन दे डोंट वांट कि यहाँ पे कास्ट सेंसस प्रमोट हो। दिस इज गवर्नमेंट देयर इनहेरेंट मोटिव, वी कैन नॉट डिस्क्लोज ऑन दैट पार्ट, बट दिस इज समथिंग विच शुड बी डन इन फेवर ऑफ ऑल कम्युनिटी। व्हाट इज अ वे फॉरवर्ड? ये ज़रूरी है ओवर द टाइम, जिस तरह से चीज़ों को फॉरगेट कर दी गई है, हर एक कम्युनिटी के लिए हमें इक्वालिटी की ज़रूरत है। सो द ओरिजिनल ड्रीम ऑफ द ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग इंडिया इज टू इगैलिटेरियन एंड क्लासलेस सोसाइटी। जो क्लास की सेग्रीगेशंस की गई है, जिस तरह से हायरार्की बनी है, उसे हमें रिमूव करने की ज़रूरत है। देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी क्लास, वी शुड प्रमोट इक्वालिटी फॉर एवरीवन। एंड अनडाउटेडली जो रिजर्वेशन है, दे हैव इम्प्रूव्ड सोशियो इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन। ऐसे लोग जो बैकवर्ड क्लास से बिलोंग करते हैं उनको बहुत हद तक मदद मिली है मेन स्ट्रीम में आने की। इट हैज़ हेल्प, राइट? सो द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ रिजर्वेशन हैज़ मोर फार रीचिंग देन इट्स वर्टिकली हॉरिजॉन्टल। बट जिस तरह से बेनिफिट होनी चाहिए थी, इट हैज़ बेनिफिटेड सम सेक्शन। तो ये वर्टिकली बेनिफिट हुई है, ना कि हॉरिजॉन्टली। हमें ज़रूरत है हॉरिजॉन्टल बेनिफिट्स की, ताकि ये सारे लोगों को बेनिफिट्स करे। वर्टिकल मतलब हुआ कि किसी स्पेसिफिक पीपल को बेनिफिट दें। Therefore, a new paradigm affirmative action is required to fulfill the vision of maker independent and give India economic stimulus and not bow to the societal integrations। जिस तरह से societal integrations should be the core idea, should be the priority, and this is what is required in terms of providing the reservation। So societal integrations, integration of an individual, and at the same time providing equality to all should be the sole idea। So this is how you can conclude your way forward। Now, moving to the MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday questions. For the first question, the correct option is C. For the second question, the correct option is B. Today's MCQ: which of the following has recently released the COVID Performance Index? Harvard University, Serum Institute of India, Lowy Institute, or World Health Organization? So, if you know the correct answer, do let me know in the comment section down below. Second question: the fourth edition of Future Investment Initiative Forum was hosted by which of the following cities? Sweden, Laos, Riyadh, and New Delhi. This is again an easy one. If you know, do let me know in the comment section down below. Participate in the question answer series. This will help you to build a lot more concepts. So this was all about the daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQs. If you have any other concern, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching.